the ground shake.
Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Gummy. Today we are back for another plushie tutorial, continuing with the theme of Bendy and the Ink Machine. Today we are doing Boris the Wolf. Now, if you haven't already seen, and I really hope you have, I did do a Bendy and the Ink Machine plushie before, so if you haven't seen it, check it out. I'll leave a link down in the description below. But if you have seen it, cool, this is the second video in the collection. Of course, I'll be doing a few more in the very near future. But before we get into the tutorial, I want to give credit where credit is due to RedXPhones, who was the person behind the design. So again, credit where credit is due. With this said, let's get straight into the tutorial. So the blocks you're going to need are the following. You'll need white wool, black wool, block of coal, block of quartz, and quartz stairs. So 5 blocks in total, not too many, nice and simple, and makes inventory management a bit more, I guess, easy. So with this said, let's get into actually building. So we're going to start off by building the front side of the body. The front side of the body is a 6x6 square. So we're going to find a nice empty space, and we're going to start off by placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 white wool. So the first layer, again, I'm going to repeat that, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 white wool. 6 white wool in total, and that is layer number 1. Layer number 2 is going to be the exact same, so we're going to do, from left to right, 6 white wool. And layer number 3 is, again, going to be the exact same. So currently, we have a 6 wide by 3 tall area of white wool. Now, the fourth row kind of changes this up a bit. So this is where we're getting into the actual upper body. So we're going to do 1 white wool, 1 coal, 2 white wool, 1 coal, and 1 white wool. The fifth layer is going to be 1 black wool, 1 white wool, 2 black wool, 1 white, 1 black, and then the sixth layer is going to be the exact same as the fifth. So that's going to be 1 black, 1 white, 2 black, 1 white, and 1 black wool. And once you've done that, you'll have something that looks like this. So essentially, what you're looking at is a 6x6 square. The first 4 layers is going to be white wool, and then the final 2 layers is going to be, I guess, like the straps of the, I want to say, I was going to say leggings, but that's not the right term. It's going to come back to me, the term I'm looking for. Braces, that's the one. So this is the braces, the white wool here, and then this is kind of like Boris's skin tone, I guess you say. So yeah, that is a 6x6 square. If you want to pause here, you are more than welcome to do so. I really do recommend it. But now what we're going to do is start making some progress on the sides to actually start making it 3D. So the sides are very, very simplistic. All we're going to do is come to the bottom left corner. We're going to come around to the left side, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to the left. I mess that up. I said it's very simplistic, and I mess it up, of course. And we're going to head round to the right side and do the exact same. So we go 1, 2, 3 to the right, and essentially it gives you an L shape on this side and a backwards L shape on this side. Now we're going to focus on the left side first. So essentially what we've done, as you can see, is extend 3 blocks to the left. Now this is the 4th block here. Of course, it's already done. So what we're looking to build is a 6x4, 6 tall, 4 wide. 4th row is already done, which means we're going to be doing 6 rows of 3, and the first layer is already done. So essentially, all we're going to be doing is matching up to this block here. So the first 4 layers is simply going to be white wool. So we're going to do, on top of the already existent layer, we're going to do 3 more layers of 3 white wool. So this will now be a 4x4 square of white wool. And on top of that, for the final 2 layers, as you can see, the side block is black wool. So we're going to do 2 layers of black wool. So again, that is 6 tall, 4 wide, 4 layers of white, 2 layers of black. And we head round to the other side and we do the exact same. So on top of the first layer, we're going to do 3 layers of white wool and then 2 layers of black wool. That will bring us up to the top, and that is a 6x4. From a corner angle, looks like this, and again, from the left side, looks like this. Perfect. So if we come around to the rear side now, second to last side on the body, we're going to be linking everything up. So we've got the left side and the right side, and there should be a 1, 2, 3, 4 block gap in between. As you can see here, there is, so that's perfect. What we're going to go ahead and do is, on top of this, we're going to do 3 more layers of white wool. So that'll be the first 4 layers of white wool, just like we did on the sides. The only difference is, on the next layer, which is the 5th layer, we're going to do 1 white wool. So next to black wool, we have 1 black wool, 1 white, 2 black, 1 white, and then 1 black. And we're going to repeat this for the 6th layer as well. So the first 4 layers is white wool, and then the 5th and 6th layer is 1 black, 1 white, 2 black, 1 white, 1 black. So that again is the braces and then the skin tone. Now this final step you don't really have to do because you're going to cover it up anyways. I'm just going to fill that in for completion purposes, and because I have like major, like that's frustrating me, I'm going to fix that. But you don't have to do that because again that's going to be covered up by the head. But I just did that for completion purposes. So let's have a little progress report, then we'll continue. So again, if you want to skip ahead from this, you're more than welcome to do so. I respect that quite a lot of you guys probably don't need to pause, but if you do, please don't hesitate to actually do so. So again, this is the front side. This is 6x6. We have the left side, which is 6x4. We have the rear side, which is 6x6, and then we have the right side, which is 6x4. So that is the basic body shape complete. What we're missing now is arms, legs, and a tail. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the tail out the way first, and then we'll get to the arms and legs afterwards. So for the tail, we come around to the rear side, and the way you're going to figure out which side is the rear side is the side that doesn't have the coal. So that's a slight giveaway. What we're going to do is we're going to come to the second layer, and we're going to come to the third and fourth block, aka the two middle blocks, and we're going to place two black wool as a 3D effect. Now above this two black wool, we're going to place a 2x2 square, so this is now a 3x2 rectangle, as you can see, and again this is positioned on the third and fourth block of the second, third and fourth layer. Now from the second and third row, so this one's here, we're going to bring it forwards one, to place basically a 2x2 square, and on top of this we're going to go up one layer, so it's now a 3x2 rectangle with a 3x2 rectangle coming off of it one block higher. Now coming off of this rectangle here, what we're going to do is on the two upper layers we're going to bring it forwards again, and that will give you a shape like this, and that's going to be our tail. So from the left side looks like this, head on like this, and from the other side like this. And again, it's a very simplistic shape. Core 3 layers, so the first one, second one, and then the third and final one. So that is the tail complete. Again, it's a bit blocky and kind of like a bit it doesn't really have much shape to it, but that's kind of the point because it is of course a plushie. We're working with very small areas. So anyways, moving on to the next stage, which is going to be the limbs, so basically the arms and legs. We're going to start with the legs first, so we come to the front side, aka the side where the coal is, and we're going to come to the bottom left corner. In the bottom left corner, we're going to place a 2x2 of black wool, and we're going to do the exact same on the right side. There should be a 2 block gap in between, as you can see, and what we're going to do is double this up. So what I mean by that is add another layer on top of each one. So now we have on the left a 2x2x2 cube of black wool, there's a 2 block gap, and then on the right side we have another 2x2x2 cube of black wool, and it's as simple as that. That is the legs complete. Perfect. Now for the arms, what we're going to do is come to the top, so top left corner. We go one to left using white wool and forwards one. Punch out the original block, you now have a block that's kind of like diagonal connected. And from here, what we're going to do, very simple, we're going to go to left one, down one, to right one. So this is now a 2x2 square. Now if we bring this forwards a layer, so we just bring exactly what we've done, just place another 2x2 square in front of it, we now have a 2x2x2 cube of white wool, and again that connects up diagonally to the side of the body like so, and that's going to be our left arm. Now we're going to replicate this on the right side, so we go ahead, we go one to right, forwards one, punch out the original, that's our diagonal block, our starter block. From here we go one to the right, down one to left one, that's our 2x2 square, and then we're going to bring it forwards there, and that's our 2x2x2 cube, and that's the left arm, right arm complete. Now what you can do if you want to connect it to the body is come behind it and place a 2x2 square of black wool. It links up to the body, but then the only reason I don't really like doing that is because then the legs become shorter than the arms, which kind of makes not much sense if I'm honest. But you can try that if you want, it looks cool, and if you like it, you like it, if you don't, you don't. But anyways, that is the statue, or should I say plushie so far. We got the legs, we got the arms, and of course we have the tail. Now if you don't have something looking like this, I really do recommend you go back in the video, see where things haven't gone quite to plan, and work from there. But otherwise, I think we're now ready to move on to the head, so let's start making some progress right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by building the head, coming to the front side, top left corner, place a block of quartz on top of the black wool, bring it one forwards, and essentially what we're going to be doing is the outline of the head. So basically building a platform, a template, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right. And again, this is all using quartz. Come around to the right side, and again, expand 5 blocks to the right. Come around to the rear side, 5 blocks to the left. and then link together by placing 3, and that will give you a 6x6 square, which will overhang the front side one, and of course the rear side one. And I'm going to go ahead and fill it in. You don't need to. Again, this is just for visual demonstration, what it will look like, but you just want the 6x6 outline. So this is the 6x6 square. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by building up the front side, and then we'll work on the other sides. The other sides are extremely simple, so shouldn't be too difficult. So essentially, we have the first layer, which is 6 blocks of quartz. What we're going to do is we're going to build up 2 more layers of 6 quartz. So that's the first, second, and third layer. For the fourth layer, we're going to do 1 quartz, and this is from left to right, 1 black wool, 2 quartz, 1 black wool, and 1 block of quartz. The fifth layer, the second to last layer, is going to be 2 quartz, 2 black wool, and 2 quartz. And then the final layer, the sixth layer, is going to be 6 blocks of black wool. And it ends up looking something like this. Now what you can do is you can change the eyes to coal if you want to distinguish them a bit more from the actual top of the head, but that is what we're looking for. It looks very, very simple, kind of weird almost, but that is indeed correct. Now, what we're going to do to make this look a lot better is we're going to come to the second layer on the left side, and on the second block, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks of quartz, and we're going to extend it out another layer. So we have a 4x2 layer of quartz. Now, that doesn't really change anything. It still looks really bad. What we're going to do now is we're going to leave 1 block. So on top of this, we leave 1 block, place 2 quartz, leave 1 block, and in front of these 2 quartz, we're going to place 2 blocks of coal. Then what we're going to do is either side, on the left side and the right side, we're going to place a quartz stair facing outwards, so facing away from the middle. And then on the next one, we're going to place a corner one. And the way we place a corner one is by coming to the front side and placing it towards us. As you can see, kind of corners it around. If you do it from the side, it ends up looking like that, and it looks kind of bulky. We want it to be cornered, so the way we do this is we place it on the already existent stair on the lower half. Otherwise, you do get that, and it places it upside down. Doesn't look too good. So place it on the lower half facing towards us. It curves around, and that gives us a very nice nose/mouth area, which is what we're going to use for the final plushie. So that is the front side of the face complete. That's basically all the hard work complete. So what we're going to do from here on out is, I'll give you guys a second to pause, and again, bear in mind that's a 6x6 square. From here on out, what we're going to do is come around to the sides, and we're going to punch out. This is probably something I should have done before. Punch out all the outline and replace it with black wool. So I know I said quartz, that was a bit silly of me. We're going to be using black wool. You can keep that if you've done it, but you want to make sure the first block is quartz. So the first block on either side is quartz, and the remaining of the outline is black wool. From here on out, essentially, all we're going to be doing is placing 5 blocks of black wool per row. So essentially, each row, apart from the top one, is going to be 5 black wool and 1 quartz from the original layer, with the exception of the top layer, which is just going to be 6 black wool. Now on the rear side, that's going to be solid black wool, so that's going to be a 6x6 square of black wool. So it will look a bit plain, but again, this is indeed a plushie, so we don't need all the detail. I'm not saying this isn't detailed, of course it is really, really detailed, but you can tell who it is. So adding extra for the sake of it is just unnecessary. Now in terms of the top, just go ahead and again fill that in with black wool, and once you've done that, you'll have a complete head. So you can see that's now a 6x6x6 cube. As I spin around, you'll see all the different sides. What you can do if you want to add a bit of detail is either get some black concrete, which I love, by the way. I love that they added that. Or some coal and just add some texture. I don't think it needs it, but if you want to do that, that's up to you. And the final touch we're going to do is add the ears. So the way we're going to do this is by coming to the front side, come to the second layer in, and place a 2x2 square on the left side, and a 2x2 square on the right side, and on the top layer, the top row here, we're going to bring it forwards 1. So as you can see, it just curves in, and it's as simple as that. Once you've done that, that is your very own Boris the Wolf plushie, and I really do hope you enjoyed this. Again, a very, very simple build. I'm going to be getting into the statues and like restaurants and all that kind of stuff in the next coming days. For now, it's just going to be a few plushie builds. So again, apologies if you're not into the plushies, but stick around, there will be a bunch more different content coming up on the channel. With this said, I'm also going to be doing a bunch of plushie tutorials on the Frosted Network channel, so if you want to go check that out, that'll be cool. But apart from that, again, credit where credit is due to RedXPhones for the really, really cool design. I'm going to have a bunch of other Bendy and the Ink Machine plushie tutorials out in the very near future, so stick around for that, as well as the statue videos. Apart from that, leave any suggestions down below in the comments. Love to hear your feedback and what you want to see on the channel. That's also cool. Subscribe if you haven't already, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, dislike if you didn't, and apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Have a great weekend, guys. Until next time, my name has been Gummy, and goodbye.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true.